Hey, Sparkling Trade community. I know y'all like, sis, where you been? Where you been? Let me tell y'all, I told y'all in the last couple of videos, like the last few videos that I've done, that I take breaks. I take lots of breaks, but not necessarily breaking in the market. I have to focus on other projects. So before I get to all that, if this is your first time here, I just wanted to say welcome, welcome, welcome to Sparkling Trade. We spread joy and support in the trading world. And today is a fun day. This video is super fun because 1 year ago, this week, I signed up for Teri's course to learn how to trade in the stock market. I learned how this whole world, I signed up for her first course, just the trade and travel part, just to see like, is this what it says going in? And then I upgraded at the beginning of July to the VIP program because she knew what she was talking about. And I can tell you now is 1 year later. And so what I'm going to be giving you today is, was it worth it? Should I have done that? Should I put that 5,000 somewhere else? Or was it worth it? 1 year later, after 1 year of trading, like full-time trading, y'all. I'm not talking about, like, obviously I take breaks here and there, take a week off or 2 weeks off here or there. But for the most part, I've been just pumping along, learning about the world of trading and enjoying the journey. I do have to share with you guys I'm just going to share with you guys my full year's journey of what I learned, why I think that whether I think it was worth it or not, would I do it again? My full thoughts on 1 year later, because after you have a full year trading and you've been through all the craziness of every 4 quarters, and we are living in a particular time right now, in the midst of this recession. We are in a recession. You guys didn't know it? Welcome to the recession. Yeah, gas prices crazy, all of it. But I am here to talk to you guys about my 1 year journey, journey of day trading full time. And like, is it worth it? I actually didn't go full time until August. So August will be my 1 year of full-time day trading. In June, when I signed up, I was still doing my other business on the side. I have a few businesses on the side that I do outside of trading, even still. And I'll share with you guys my journey. So here we go. Was it worth it? And what did I learn? So the first question is, was it worth it? Was it worth it to get into day trading? Everybody's different. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody learns different. Everybody starts off with a certain amount of money, and they have to determine that. Was it worth it? Oh yeah, our lawnmower guy's here. He always tends to come when I'm talking to y'all. I just don't understand it. So if y'all hear him, like, he just came and I'm just like, okay, here he is. It might get a little loud outside. Anyway, was it worth it? So am I going to answer that question? Yes, it was worth it. It was absolutely worth it. Why? Not because I ain't lose no money, because sister girl lost a lot of money. I came in, let me tell you guys, I'm going to be super transparent in this video. Okay. Don't y'all be telling my business to other people. So this is just for all those that's still around after I just took that crazy long break. Yeah, this is for all y'all. So I started off with day trading. I had, I paid for the course. I started off to put in my stock, my trading account. I started off with $5,000 to put in my account, right? I used so I started $5,000. I lost like 2,000 at first. Actually, I gained 1,000 and then lost 1,000. And so I think I was right around 7,000 or 8,000 when I made $1,000 in a day. And I talked about that in my, can you really make $1,000 in a day using Teri's program? You really can. You really can. So I did start off with a huge chunk of change initially, to more than most people have, I guess. I had already, again, I have other businesses, so I was able to take some funds from that and use it to figure out this industry. And I had what I would call disposable funds. Like, okay, let's try this thing out. So I was so adamant I don't know what was wrong with me at the time. I look back now like, girl, why did you do all that? I was so adamant about learning how to trade the SPX because it was the equities account and it was the most equities account that I was most interested in at the time. And, you know, they cashed out 3 times a week and yada, 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 yada with options trading. So I was like, I'm gonna do options trading and SPX, and me and SPX, we good. First week, me and SPX, we dated. We was good. We was close. We was like this. SPX was making like I was just banking on SPX. Made $1,000 in a day on SPX. So I was like, I really love SPX. I do, and I have videos back then talking about like how I felt and how SPX then a few weeks later, SPX did me so wrong, but it wasn't even their fault because I made the wrong decision. I explained that all in my worst trading day ever, experiencing max loss for the first time. So I went from I had $9,000 in my account and I lost $6,000, you guys, max loss. That's a ton of money. I look back now like I know exactly what I did wrong. Wish I can go back and be like, sis, what you doing? You know, I wish I could go back and talk to her. Oh, that hurt. But I can't. It was gone. It was gone. I cried. I cried. And it was not pretty. It was not pretty. So I'm not gonna be before you guys long because I gotta pick my kids. But I'm here to tell you guys it was not pretty. So that happened. And I took the $3,000 and said, I need to bounce back. I then learned about SPY. And I don't even know why I did SPX once I learned about SPY. Because I was like, why, what? Again, this is why you should paper trade until you learn a little bit more. Like I wish I would have just paper traded probably a little bit longer and held on to my little funds until I learned some things about the stock market. But I am really a dive headfirst into it. I did have a little bit of disposable funds. So, and I really wanted to capitalize off the emotional aspect of trading because it's so very emotional. It's so very emotional. And I was emotional and I had to learn about that. And as you guys know that I'm a licensed LPC and training it like this is my last year, whatever. Anyway, I am big on emotions. And so I needed to understand myself in that world. Like I needed to. So I had to take real money. I couldn't do paper money because I didn't have the same emotion. I didn't. Some people do, but I just had different emotions with real money and fake money. So I had to take real money. So I would tell myself, take lesser amounts. Like, don't try to like go from like 5,000 to 10,000, 20,000. I had like huge goals of going like 5, 10, 20 in like a month and a half. Crazy. Like, no, Bridget, just slowly increase, like slowly increase. Anyway, that was my biggest downfall is thinking too large, expecting too much, too fast. Something I learned. Now I would tell anybody, use no more than 50% of your account. If you have $6,000, don't use no more than $3,000. And you can put that towards the SPY and make $1,000 in a day. Why? Because I did it. I did it most recently. I told you guys in my video, can you make $1,000 in a day consistently? Absolutely, yes. The whole month of April, $1,000 a day left and right. The whole month, left and right. You know, and then I got to the end of April. I got my feelings hurt. They hurt. I got to the end of April and I got a loss. I made a loss and it was a decent size, you know, probably like $1,000. And I said, you know, I don't like that. And plus we were about to go to Disney and I was like, I was going to use that $1,000. We still went to Disney, had a great time. But in my head, I was like, I'm taking a break because it hurts your feelings. Stock market will hurt your feelings sometimes. And in this volatile market, and it's so volatile that TradeStation just recently did something I ain't never seen them do, which they paused day trading for the futures market because of the volatility. I had never seen them do that. And I was like, oh, that tells you how volatile it is. And I truly believe that there are so many retail investors, this is irritating the system. I don't care. Like, I'm like, they ran things for long enough. It's time that the basic investor, it is time that they learn how to build wealth on their own. And it doesn't just belong to a group of 10 people with billions of dollars running our world. We need to take back ownership of our own funds and financial wealth and futures. Like, so I'm all for retail investors being in the market. It has changed things a little bit, but you know what? I'm all for it. So I heard, you guys know I do TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. That's what I use now. I don't use TradeStation. I have a TradeStation account. See this guy? It happens every single time that I try to record. Like, he like, he don't even know I'm doing this. Like, but anyway, basically what I'm trying to say is that I have TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim. That's my favorite platform to trade on. I don't know if it will always be, but as of right now, I'm most used to it. I can read the charts, and I'm just most comfortable on the platform. And I think you should go where you're comfortable. You know how things work. So the guy that is over the marketing department at TD Ameritrade, and I believe he's over the educational department at TD Ameritrade, he came on CNBC. He came on a television show. I can't remember where I saw this, but basically he said, you know, I'm over education at TD Ameritrade. We try to share as much information about trading stocks as we can, options, all this stuff. And we wanted people to come in. What he said on CNBC is we didn't realize that everybody was going to come. He said, we wanted people to come to the stock market to be a part of the stock market. We didn't know everybody was going to come. So he literally said that you guys came, but y'all came in floods. Over the last couple of years, he said the stock market has been flooded with retail investors. I told you guys about $15 trillion, at least as of early January, was for investors, retail investors, these people like you and me. And the hedge funds are like, wait, because they shaking up the system. Like, wait. So they don't understand what's happening. We shaking up the system. But I do think there's a lot of novice stock investors as well, and they're doing things that they don't know to do. They like get on YouTube and try to learn how to trade, and then they end up losing all their money, and they get mad. Like, how lose all my money? Because you try to let YouTube teach you how to trade, and it's not. You don't even know what to ask. Like, YouTube is great if you know the questions to ask, but as a newbie day trader, you don't even know what to ask. That's why I'm like, Teri, get Teri's course. It's just one and done. She has options, everything. The link back right down here, so don't worry about it. But yeah, that I learned that, and so now that everybody's a part of the market, they're really uncomfortable, and we've made them uncomfortable. Yay to the little guy, right? So number one, I would say, I guess this is out of order because I gave you number two, use no more than 50% of your account. That's number two. Number one is this should not be your primary source of income. I tried to day trade to full time, probably over a course of 3 months, where this was all I did. Things went great until they weren't. Everything was great until I was like, well, I lost 2 days in a week. I'm not that person. I'm gonna lose my whole account and be like, I lose 1 or 2 days. I'm like, take a break, or a certain amount, and I'm like, take a break. Like, so when I took those breaks, I realized that there was other things that I could do to generate income that were less risky because I had businesses, right? I was imagining myself like slowing down all my other businesses and going full-time day trading. What I didn't realize, what I know now, is I should never focus full-time only on this until I get to a certain amount. Like, I feel like if you have over $100,000 or more, maybe you can do that full-time. If you're like still just starting off and growing your account, you should hold on to either your job or your businesses. And so when you do have a loss, you can recover that easily because you have other things going on. Now, honestly, you should never put all your eggs in one basket. I don't care if you have $100,000 or not. Like, honestly, millions of dollars. You should never put all your eggs in one basket. Definitely the stock market, because the stock market right now will hurt your feelings. Right now, with the volatility in the market, it hurts your feelings. Ask me how I know. Hurt my feelings. It ain't nice. So that's what I would do, is make sure don't put all in one basket. Use no more than 50% of your account. Take breaks. I take breaks because when it does hurt my feelings and I cry, I know that I'm not in a good headspace to trade. So I just be like, I literally don't even look at the stock market for like a week. I'm like, and I come back. Teri's course has a ton of support. So, lean on the people in the course. They have good days, they have bad days as well. But lean on those people, attend the study groups, and that will help you get your head back into the game. Look at charts, do charting. That's how you get back into it. So I'll let it go and let my account sit with the money in the account and just be like, I'll come back to you when I can. While I'm doing that, I'm focusing on other projects, bringing in money over here, focusing on my other businesses. And then I'll be like, okay, I'm about to put another $1,000 or $2,000 in here to replenish whatever I lost, and then start trading again. And so that's kind of what I do. I feel like it's healthy for me. It helps me balance my emotions, helps me balance like life in general as I'm learning. Because I still think 1 year in, you are still very much so a newbie day trader. I don't consider myself an expert at all. I think that I've hit rock bottom a few times, and that teaches you a lot. But even then, I think you really do need to see yourself as a newbie, even 1 year in. And so I'm going into my second year with totally different mindset, totally different headspace. I'll be doing my $500 challenge. A lot of you have asked me when I'm going to restart up my $500 day trading challenge. I'll be starting that up again probably July. So we'll be taking $500 we'll be putting $500 in your TD Ameritrade account. So make sure you have that ready to go. I'm telling y'all right now so y'all can prepare, open up account, put $500 in there. July comes, I'm gonna be coming on here telling you guys what I'm doing. Not that you should follow me because I don't give you any financial advice, okay? But you take these trades at your own risk, okay? But I will be sharing with you guys what I'm doing and how my account will be growing from $500 to $1,000 to $2,000, $3,000 without me putting any extra money in. So I'll be sharing with you guys my trading strategy. I cannot chart for you guys. I cannot give you guys Teri's information. You got to learn that yourself. So I'm going to give you some really high level stuff, but I'll be taking you along on my journey. If you're part of her course, this is for you. If you know how to day trade, this is for you. Again, I can't chart for you. I can't share with you any of her strategies. I can only tell you what I'm doing and my trading strategy, which is different from what she does. So that's what we're going to start in July. I'm telling y'all now, this is for everybody that watches this to the end. Thank you for being a part of Sparkle and Trade. That's all I have, you guys. I'll see you guys later. Woo! Have a good one.